Well, there goes the NFC West Division Championship. It was fun repping this shirt for a year. It was cool to say that the Seahawks pulled off the greatest upset in NFL playoff history. And now we sit here today, and they are 7-9 again. And this time, unfortunately, 7-9 does not give us a division title, and there's much more disappointment. It's gone back to the norm. Finishing 2 games under 500, obviously you're going to have some disappointment. I am really happy. Well, let me back up. I got some crow to eat before I dissect the Seahawks. First off, in my midseason review, I said Marshawn Lynch hasn't shown me that he's a reliable running back. Okay, he's showing me that he can run the ball. And if it's blatantly obvious now that the Seahawks need to re-sign him. I mean, it's blatantly obvious. So props to you, Marshawn Lynch, for making me eat some crow there. Secondly, the offensive line. The offensive line, despite injuries, improved dramatically. So props to you guys for making me eat some crow in that regard. Play calling. I don't know what in the world happened, but ever since I came on for my midseason review, the play calling changed. I mean, it kind of went back to the norm in the season finale against the Arizona Cardinals, but ultimately it changed. The Seahawks, Pete Carroll's staff did what they said they were going to do. Run the ball and play great defense. And that's pretty much what happened. So, props there. So, now that being said, since I got that out of the way, I was incorrect about those things. So, there you go. For all you guys who like to say, oh, you're wrong about the Seahawks, there. You got your wish. I manned up and gave you that and told you that I was wrong. I'm happy I was wrong. But I'm really happy the season's over. I really am. This season was a soap opera. I'm sorry. I mean, is Tavares Jackson going to be the quarterback? Is Charlie Whitehurst going to be the quarterback? Can Tavares Jackson lead this team down to victory? Oh, he can't lead the team down to victory. Oh, wait, maybe he can. Oh, the offensive line is not blocking. Wait a second. The offensive line is blocking. We have the injury bug. But the injuries they're kind of a blessing in disguise because we're now having the backups come in. Can Marshawn Lynch run the ball? Oh, yes, wait, he can. Oh, wait, no, he can't. Hey, wait, when he gets the opportunity, he can run the ball. Has the play call it was a soap opera. It was just an absolute soap opera of a season. I'm so happy the year is over. This is what we've ultimately learned about the Seahawks. And number one, their defense is going to go up. They went up from last year. They have constantly improved throughout the year, throughout the season. Constantly. I mean, despite not showing progression, and I know I've preached that many times, I didn't see 8-8, but I saw defense improve. And so I give them credit. That's where ultimately I saw progression. But that's what we've learned. Another thing that we've learned is the Seahawks are an extremely streaky team. When this team gets hot, they are hot. Another thing that we learned, again, Tavares Jackson is not the answer. It's not. He had 3 games. Really, if you think, actually 4 games. 4 games. He had the Atlanta Falcons game to lead the team to victory, which I don't blame him. I blame Pete Carroll for making the kicker kick a 61-yard field goal. That was bizarre. But he had the Washington game, he had the San Francisco game, and he had the second Arizona game. He did not come through in all those games. He's a Band-Aid for the umpteenth time. He's not the long-term answer. He is probably, there are already reports saying he's going to be the starter. You know, he's going to be the starter until either he gets hurt or until the new quarterback that we get is ready. He's not going to be around for very long. Whitehurst is likely done as a Seahawk. I don't see the Seahawks re-signing him. There are already reports all over ESPN Seattle saying that he is not going to return. I could be wrong, but that's what I've heard. What else have we learned about the Seahawks? Again, the thing, and I praised Pete Carroll for doing this last year, and I praised Pete Carroll a little bit this year, but I won't do it next year. Pete Carroll, for some odd reason, can get this team to play its best football when their backs are up against the wall. When there is a pile of pressure on the Seahawks, they play their best football. They do. We saw when they were 2-6, they kind of had to run the table in order to make the playoffs. Yes, they hit a bump on the road against the Washington Redskins, But they, at the end of the day, it wasn't until week 16 when they lost to the San Francisco 49ers that we were mathematically out of the playoffs. And so you saw a good stretch of games when we played really well. We took down some really good we had some really quality games. You know, that Thursday night game against Philadelphia, amazing. I mean, I only was able to catch glimpses of it, but it just seemed every single time I looked at the television, we either intercept the ball or we scored a touchdown. I mean, we played really well. Problem is with that, though, is we still have not put together an entire season. And we're kind of pulling what the San Francisco 49ers pulled before they won the NFC West this year. They would play a good half of the season. And it's nice that Pete Carroll and the Seahawks make it interesting. They make it engaging for fans. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, it should not come down to the final weeks of the season with you in the hunt, looking above and praying for other teams to lose. You know, think about it. Let's just hypothetically say we got the Cleveland Browns game, or we were able to get that Atlanta Falcons game. Or, heck, we played a good first half against Dallas. I mean, I know that's kind of a stretch, but or the Redskins games. I was looking for another example of a game we could have won. We could have won the Redskins game. We get maybe 2 of those games. Well, all of a sudden, you know, now we're kind of in the playoff hunt. You know, to the point where we're looking at a 5th or 6th seed instead of being, you know, the 6th team, you know, the 3rd team down, and we have to depend on 2 teams in front of us. You know, that Chicago game isn't as big as it was. We need to put together an entire season, and that's ultimately what I'm going to be looking for next year. Obviously, the expectations are going to remain the same. I'm going to expect an 8-8 team, not necessarily a playoff team, but we need to put together a good quality season. That being said, I think there are reasons why this team can put together a good season, a full season next year. Our schedule is going to be a lot weaker than it was this year. We're going to be playing if my memory serves me correctly, we'll be playing the NFC North, the AFC East, obviously NFC West, and we'll be playing the teams who finished in 3rd of the NFC South and NFC East. The standings are not in front of me, so therefore I don't remember who those teams would be. But it's not going to be like this year where we're going to be playing the AFC North, which every team pretty much prides themselves in their defense. And also, we are not going to be playing NFC East teams, and we won't have to worry necessarily about traveling to the East Coast all the time. So, and the defense is progressing like none other. So that's the reason why I'm really looking forward to next year, and why there's still reasons to be optimistic about this year, particularly when you have the offensive line still, you know, kind of go like this when you have your backups in there. It shows that we have depth. But the one thing I want to say in this offseason, as I wrap up this video, the one thing, Pete Carroll and John Schneider, make your decision at quarterback, please. I mean, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the whole, I was tired of whether or not you keep Matt Hasselbeck or you let him go. I'm tired of, Charlie Whitehurst is going to be the starter. Oh, wait, now Tavares Jackson's going to be the starter. Oh, wait, Tavares Jackson in reality is just a Band-Aid. Enough, okay? You've had 2 years. You've had 2 years to decide, to trying to figure out your quarterback situation, okay? Enough evaluating, okay? It's time to make the decision. Use your number 1 draft pick to get a quarterback. I mean, I don't see Robert Griffin III going down to you. Some people think Landry Jones would. Obviously, we're not going to get Andrew Luck, but do something to bring in a quarterback that will be here for the long-term plan, okay? That's your goal, okay? Because I don't pay attention to the NFL. I don't watch the NFL draft. I don't. But when I wake up after the NFL draft is completely done, but from their 3-day television extravaganza, I want to see a quarterback taken at some point. And if that doesn't happen, I want the Seahawks to make a move to bring in another quarterback and that has potential. Not like Whitehurst, where they're going to make a trade for a guy who never threw a pass in his NFL career. So, okay, so go Hawks. It was a disappointing finish, despite them making it interesting. But what can you do? Really happy the season's over, though, because I really want the soap opera to end. So, that's all I got. We'll talk to you all later. And, again, Happy New Year.